Welcome back. We're still exploring Murray, making some progress. And I'm by myself again, unfortunately. So let's hope I'll be able to face whatever we find by myself. I think I'll be okay. I think that's just a call button for this elevator, in case it's not here. Only one way we can go. Waterfall. Very pretty over here. Oh, this is where I said these look like terraces, and I was hoping there would be a better view from the other side, and it looks like there is, because that's where we are now. I'm right? There's no... yeah, can't go the other way here. Nope. And that's where we were when we disabled the red laser, which is over there. And there is... oh, great. 3 swap machines. Well, that'll be interesting. And bridges that are missing. This one has the panel on the other side, so that's kind of useless for us right now. And there's one goes over to where the laser is. I'm not sure if that's actually useful for us. I don't see a number panel at all. There's not one there. Nor is there one here. And another bridge on this side, equally without number panels. That's kind of annoying. The water is hitting the side of the world there. Like it's weird looking. Looks like it should be flowing out, but it's not. Wonder if the water supply here works the same way as the one on Hunraf, just mysteriously appears somewhere. Okay, I guess we need to do something with all of these swappers. Presumably go to Hunraf, considering this rock here. And there's actually a button here, which I haven't looked at, so... well, maybe that just turns this bridge on. Oh. Oh, great! We can rotate it both ways. We can only rotate it 180 degrees though, so it doesn't really matter that we can do it both ways. Okay, so we have 3 swap machines and we can rotate the whole thing. This is going to be interesting. This little part of Murray is called the gauntlet, because it is a gauntlet of swaps that you have to do to get to the end. Alright, well, there's 3 swap machines. This works the same way as the last one. I'm assuming that this one transports the entire structure. Indeed. I guess including the wall, so maybe there is something else outside of the wall. So let's try that. Just like the previous one. And we want to see where this goes, of course. Besides just a Hunraf. Where in Hunraf? This doesn't look like any part of Hunraf I'm familiar with. Looks like we found our way into the mining tunnels, rather than the exterior that we are familiar with. And we didn't take the wall with us, so that's kind of useless. There's a tunnel over here, but it doesn't go anywhere. That doesn't really help us. And this is a dead end too. Lots of mining structures, but we can't pass here. There's something over there. Somebody left a chair there. Okay, well, doesn't seem to be very helpful so far. Let's try and take one of these back. Let's take this one back. Where's the button? It's over here. To see what we can do with this. It does take us back to Murray. Which we can tell because it's green. It's actually kind of a good thing that these go underground there and not to the main part of Hunrath because it loads a lot quicker. Well, looks like we have our piece of Hunrath here. And oh! There's the panel. They'd hidden it in Hunrath. I see, that's clever. Alright. Let's turn some bridges on then. Seems like whoever did all this really wanted to prevent people from getting through here. Well, the laser's broken. Not much we can do here otherwise. So this must have been part of that lockdown that we heard about. They put all of this here just to make sure that nobody could easily get to whatever it is they're protecting. We don't know what at this point. Well, let's turn this around. Oh, well, that's very helpful. Great. Okay, well, we're gonna have to deal with the turning around a bit more. Let's take this one back. Alright, so this is what it's supposed to look like. We already know there's no more tunnels hidden because we removed most of this. Now we can take just the number device back and then we'll be able to rotate it. But actually, is there any point to that being here? This kind of does look like a bridge, doesn't it? Let's give it a quick try. There we go. It actually works. So we can get over there. Interesting. It's a jug or something? Or and a note. Hello, Oleg. The gauntlet area is complex. It was meant to be. The Villain intended it to provide friction. The idea is to slow down any mass movement within the world, now that we have begun to have suspicions. You'll notice that they have reformed and extruded entire areas to confuse and slow down any mass attack. Your task will be to reset all the locks in the gauntlet before being potted. Farley. Please keep this to yourself. I used a shade of blue ink that is not easily visible to the Mofang. I think that the other note we saw preparing for the attack was also written in blue ink, so it may have been intentional. And I guess this is showing the parts of the gauntlet. There's the one we already had, which had just the one swapper. And the one in the middle. And then right now we're here, I guess, with the two swappers and one in the middle. Then there's another one, like the first one. And then this thing, whatever that is. Looks complex. Looks like there's nothing else here. Wait, if that worked here, is that gonna work on this side too? I bet it will. We're gonna have to rotate for that though. Let's take this one back. So we have bridges on both sides in both worlds. All controlled with that one number panel. That's kind of clever. Well, unless there's two number panels, in which case, no. There's definitely not. This is the only one. We need it on the other side. Which we should be able to do with this thing now. Can't walk on it while it's rotating. It'd be fun if I could. All right. And it still works, the same code. That takes us to another swapper. Let's see where that goes. Looks like we're taking the wall with us this time. Presumably we'll have to get rid of that and be able to progress that way. Just like the first one. So this will be the third one from that note we just saw. Oh, we're still in the underground parts. There's a door here, which is of course locked. Not a big help then. Oh, we're on the other side of the bridge that I haven't extended yet. Well, that's great. Going to have to extend that. Alright. Guess we should have done that first. Because right now there's no way out of there without using this swapper, which means we take the wall back with us, which is not what we wanted. Okay, we're gonna need the bridge control panel, so let's just take everything. It's not like that makes much of a difference. And I already rotated, so it should be on the right side. And it is. There we go, all threes again. And one more bridge. Now we'll be able to go back this way after we bring that other piece here. Let's see if there's anything else here first. Nope, just a dead end. And some buckets. That bucket looks like it's broken on the bottom, or there's something in it. Kind of hard to tell. In any case, it doesn't look like there's anything else we need here, so... That door's still locked. Wonder where that leads. Maybe it leads outside. To the main part of Hunrath, that one locked door in the mining tunnel that we still haven't gotten to. Possible. Alright, with the bridge extended, we should be able to go back and do this again. Successfully this time. Well, if their goal was to deliberately confuse people with this thing, I think they did a pretty good job. Luckily, all the bridges stay extended after you do that. Apparently it was Oleg's responsibility to make sure that all these bridges were gone and that everything was swapped back into a position such that it would not be easy to get through before being chambered. I've seen that before, so I don't know what that is. Apparently they built all of this when they started having suspicions about the Mofang planning an attack using their extrusion technology, which probably helped a lot in getting all of this set up quickly. Seems like it's kind of like 3D printing on a very large scale. And much faster, if you've ever seen a 3D printer work. Alright, let's take this one back. Then we have all the pieces of Murray back in Murray. Yeah, if you have a slow computer where the loading takes a long time, even for these small areas, this is a terrible puzzle. Fortunately, it's not too bad for me. Okay, we got a piece of Hunrath here now, which allows us to continue into yet another closed sphere with a swapper in the middle. Well, we know what to do by now. We'll just have to swap this one out. It should allow us to continue. It looked like that cavern in Hunrath continued far enough. Alright. Alright. Go back here. Now. Did I take the whole thing last time? No, I didn't. Wait, how did this get here? I thought we had all of the Hunrath pieces back where they belonged. I guess not. Doesn't really matter. Not that important to get everything back. And also impossible if you really want to get everything back. As I think I already said. I'm just messing up with this, aren't I? Oh, great. When we just did that, we took the small one back. So we have to do this again. And... wait. That's strange. It's the same on the same side as before. Oh, I get it. Because we rotated this, the two pieces of array are actually on the same side, so we can't swap them out correctly. Oh well, like I said, doesn't matter. We'd have to rotate again, and then we'd be able to do it. Now we just keep swatching one piece of array for another piece of array. Anyway, we can get through here now. Which takes us to... here. Wherever here is. More of these ruins. Of Captar outside. And water behaving strangely at the edge. Looks like another elevator. That would be the call button. Yeah. Up and down. You can go straight here too, though. Why do I have a feeling I missed something? I remember something being here. 1 second, I'm just going to check. I think I could go the other way at that one elevator. I just looked in the wrong place. It's not really important, but for completion's sake. Yeah, I'm right. Being stupid. You can actually get off the elevator on this side. Which takes you down here. And just gives you a very pretty view. Does not otherwise serve any purpose. Because this is a dead end. Okay. So I did remember that right. You could go the other way. I was just trying to look for a way to go around the elevator rather than across it. Oh well. Now let's take a look at that other place. Alright, so this is a dead end, so let's just use the elevator. It looks like it can go up, so let's go up. And... oh dear God. That's a maze, isn't it? This looks like it's gonna be complicated. Looks like there's 3 paths actually coming out of that. Or there's a button panel over there, a number panel. There's a path on that side going through the wall. And the path on that side going to that structure. Which is apparently connected to the to those tracks we saw before. Alright, how do we solve this maze? We've got some buttons here. Oh. You can rotate the whole thing. That doesn't seem terribly helpful. Assuming this will just rotate it the other way. It will. We need a way to rotate the small inset pieces if we want to be able to get somewhere. And if we just had 2 straight pieces, we could just do that. That'd be easy. We don't have any straight pieces. What we can do... the easiest way to work this out is just draw the damn thing on a piece of paper and try to solve it. However, you will swiftly see that it is actually not possible to be solved as it is right now. We clearly need some other piece of information here. Let's see what else we can find. We definitely need a way to rotate those things, because otherwise we're stuck anyway. Even though with the pieces we have, you can't solve it, even if you can. But this elevator seems to go further down. That's convenient. And it seems to take us inside those individual pieces, and which one you're going to go inside of course, depends on how you rotated the maze. And what's here is... oh. A swap machine. Not a button to rotate it. Let's see where we can take this. Maybe we need to rotate them by swapping them out and rotating the maze. That would be a pain to do. However, so hopefully that's not the case. Looks like we're back in Hunraf. In the mining tunnels. This is a dead end. That's kind of pointless. Let's go up here then. That's the dead end too, isn't it? Yes. Guess they just used that to put the lights on. Aha! We can see what piece we have, and there's some buttons here. Oh, look at that. It's like the same rotating construction that they use for the other sphere from Captar. And here we can rotate them, and then swap them back. Fortunately, they have 4 entrances, so it doesn't matter how you rotate them, you can always get in them. That does, however, beg the question, what was here? What did we just swap? Maybe there's another way we can get back. Oh, looks like there's a tunnel leading this way. And we run into a loading screen. It's one of the worst ones, especially since I don't think I've been to this part. And we don't even get to look at pretty particle effects. Ah, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Where are we now? Where does this come out? At a door that we can unlock? Finally! We're on the other side of this door. So all the way back in the beginning, on the other side of the stream. So that goes to the tunnels. That's interesting. Unfortunately, we already turned this thing, so we can get across here. This is, by the way, where I got stuck in the terrain the one time. That did happen on my first playthrough, so I'll be careful here. I don't know if you can turn this back once you put it in this position. Actually, I don't think you can. Now we're on the other side of the Bosque. It's kind of a sidetrack, but it's not what we were doing. But hey, I want to explore, of course. Can't wade across to the other side. I don't think there's any way to unlock a bridge back to the other side, so this is not a shortcut. Ah, and there's our painter. That's pretty good work. I think they captured it pretty well. Good job, especially if the only colors you were using were purple, red, and green. Okay, I'm guessing they have more paint than that. Fake rocks. How do we get the train here? Or is there another blue laser we can use? This is a dead end. What's the butterflies hanging out here? Wait a second. We've seen this before. We could see this side of the Bosque from up there, and there were train tracks there, so that's what we need to do. Shoot it from above. Very curious to see what's behind here, but it is not what we're dealing with right now, though. So, I think I'm going to go back to Murray and figure this maze out before I come back here and deal with that thing. The only way to get here is through Murray, which is somewhat annoying. Alright, we still need another way to get back to Murray if we want to see what was here. Because we can't walk all the way around, even with this, because there's no way for us to get back to the other side of the Bosque. At the other side of the stream. But there is another tunnel leading this way, and I guess we'll see where that heads, and figure out how to solve this mystifying maze in the next video.